Part 1. The quiet man who owns the room in a world where everyone is yelling to be seen. The man who can stay calm, steady, and unbothered becomes unforgettable. Not because he's louder, but because he's rooted. Imagine this. People are arguing, emotions are flaring, and you breathe. You don't react. You respond. That's Stoicism lived, not preached. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." Calm isn't passive. It's an active discipline. It's choosing not to be dragged by impulses, baited by noise, or controlled by what you can't control. When you can sit in silence without trying to fill it, when you can listen longer than most people can tolerate, you instantly stand out. Personalized scenario. Think about the last time someone tested your emotional control: a partner pushing your buttons, a colleague misjudging you, a friend talking over you. Most men react. You didn't. You paused, processed, and replied with clarity. That's the moment people feel your gravity. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, out how you react to it that matters. When you internalize this, you stop performing and start embodying presence. You don't chase validation. You don't try to look impressive. You become solid, centered. A man who others instinctively respect because he respects himself first. In this series, we'll build that presence practically. How to use silence as a tool. How to hold eye contact without aggression. How to move with intention. How to make your energy rare. How to remain calm in chaos. And finally, how to detach from outcomes and root yourself in character. Let's begin. Part 2. The art of strategic silence and surgical speech. Silence is not emptiness. It's a frame that makes your words matter. Most people fear silence because it exposes insecurity. They rush to fill gaps, over-explain, over-text, overshare. But the Stoic man allows the moment to breathe. He understands that silence creates gravity, and gravity creates respect. Asterisk, asterisk. Practical example, asterisk, asterisk. A woman confronts you emotionally: accusations, projections, past wounds. Instead of defending every point, you pause, you breathe. You say, "I hear you. Let me think for a moment." Then you respond with one sentence that is clear, grounded, and honest. That restraint shifts the dynamic. You're no longer competing emotionally, you're leading energetically, Seneca advised. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Your words must sail toward a purpose. Before you respond, ask, asterisk, is this moving me toward clarity or toward chaos? If it's toward chaos, refrain. If it's toward clarity, speak briefly, calmly, precisely. Communication rule. Say less, mean more. Remove the emotional padding. Replace defensiveness with directness. Let silence carry the weight you don't need to. This is how you become the person whose words are replayed days later. Not because you spoke a lot, but because what you said mattered and how you held yourself mattered even more. Part 3. Eyes, posture, movement, presence before words. Long before you speak, your body has already sent the message. Do you walk like you're apologizing for your existence, or like you belong, calmly, without pushing? Do your eyes dart for approval, or do they rest with focus and ease? Presence is visible, Marcus Aurelius wrote. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your body language is the physical proof that you've realized it. You move slowly, deliberately. You don't flinch under pressure. Don't scan the room to see who's watching. You're already grounded. Personalized scenario. You meet her after a difficult conversation from last week. She expects the old you, reactive, apologetic, explaining every detail. Instead, you show up calm, upright, composed. No rush. In your voice, no panic in your eyes. You listen more than you speak. You choose your words carefully. The energy shifts not because you tried to dominate, but because you refused to be moved. Seneca taught the art of subtraction. Apply it to movement. Fewer gestures, fewer fidgets, fewer unnecessary explanations with your hands. Let your stillness speak. Your walk, your pause before replying, your unhurried breath, these carry the message. I am not controlled by this moment. I'm choosing how to stand in it. PART 4. Guard your energy like a king guards his gates. Tension is the new currency and most men spend it recklessly. They engage every argument, answer every message instantly, let anyone's emotional state drag them into chaos. Can't. Be unforgettable if you are always available. Scarcity creates value. Selectivity creates respect. Stoicism. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. Choose your inputs. Choose your circle. Choose who gets your presence. Your time is finite. Your energy is sacred. Don't donate it to drama. Real-world scenario. Stop responding to late-night crisis texts that repeat the same cycle. You don't jump into online debates that go nowhere. You stop explaining your decisions to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Calmly, quietly, you reduce access, not out of anger, but out of alignment. Epictetus reminded us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The fewer people and places you need validation from, the more powerful your presence becomes. You aren't running after acceptance. You're building a life that doesn't depend on it. Part 5. Calm in the storm and the power of mystery when chaos hits betrayal. Disrespect, failure, the average man reacts. The Stoic man recenters. He breathes. He acts from principle, not emotion. His composure doesn't make you cold, it makes you effective. Personalized scenario, she pulls away. Your old self would have flooded her phone, negotiated for attention, begged for clarity. Now, you step back with dignity. You don't punish. You don't plead. You observe. You focus on your routine, your work, your body, your mind. That calm is unforgettable because it's rare. You didn't collapse. You rose quietly. Mystery is another amplifier. Its oversharing is a plea for approval. You don't have to explain every choice, every feeling, every move. Let people wonder. Presence, not performance. Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Live your code so consistently that no speech is required. When people don't know exactly what to do with you, they remember you. Longer, not because you manipulated them, but because you refused to be fully predictable, desperate, or reactive. You chose self-respect over explanation. Part 6. Detach from outcome. Anchor and character action plan. Plus, closing. Stop trying to be unforgettable. Epictetus said, don't concern yourself with what others think of you. Concern yourself with who you are. When you build character, your presence becomes a byproduct, calm, centered, and deeply felt. Your action plan, one, practice intentional pauses before replying, breathe. Count to 3. Choose clarity over speed. To asterisk, say less. Mean more asterisk. Write your response. Cut it in half, then deliver. 3. Own your body language. Shoulders down, chin level, breath slow, eyes steady. Move like you're not in a hurry to prove yourself. For control your inputs, curate your social feed, your conversations, your circle. Reduce noise, increase signal. 5. Train emotional neutrality, daily journaling. What did I let control me today? And ask, what was actually in my control? 6. Detach from outcomes. Focus on living your principles, not managing other people's reactions. Asterisk, final. Word asterisk. People won't remember the volume of your words. They'll remember the weight of your presence. The way you listened, the way you moved, the peace you brought into a storm. Calm, rare, unforgettable. Marcus Aurelius closes this for us. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. If this spoke to you, act on it today. Build the kind of inner life that needs no performance. The world will feel it Tevin in your silence.